everybody and welcome back to yet another video. So today we're going to be checking out Total War Arena, which is a free-to-play Total War game, and this is a sponsored video, so big shout out to Wargaming for sponsoring this. And you guys can check out this game. The link to that is going to be in the description down below. It's a free-to-play game, and also if you use the code PLAY TWA, Play Total War Arena, you'll get 7 days premium and 500 gold to use in-game. So what is Total War Arena? So it's essentially a 10v10 strategy game where you get to command one of numerous generals. I'll quickly show you guys these right here. As you guys can see, you've got different factions that you can pick. You've got Carthage, Greece, Roman Empire. Of course, you've got the barbarians as well, and each of those guys have their own little generals with perks and whatnot. And you get to command 3 units that you can use on the battlefield. So as you guys can see, I am gonna go with Germanicus for this one, and I've got 2 sword units as well as a javelin unit. As you guys can see, they're level 2 or tier 2, but as you guys can see, there you go, they're tiers right there. So you get to unlock all sorts of different units, upgrade them and whatnot, and then obviously you can clash them in online against AI or other players. So how about we jump straight into this battle? Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this, and like I said, it's free to play, so you can check it out for yourself if you wanted to try out a Total War game. But anyway, let's just jump straight into the first battle. And here we go, we're about to get started. So as you guys can see, on the left are all of my allies, all of the different factions and generals, as you guys can see over there, and on the right are my enemies. So I just have to wait for this game to load up, and at the beginning it's kind of cool because you get to pick where you're going to start. So basically, I think there's 3 victory conditions. You can either capture the enemy base, kill them all, or do something else. Drop a nuke on them. Okay, you gotta drop a nuke on these boys. Or by winning on points, if I'm not mistaken. But as you guys can see, I'm gonna try and group up with these guys over here, right in this open field. So you can do a little bit of tactics at the beginning if you want to. You know, you can draw some stuff over here. Look at this. So I can just tell everybody to regroup over here, then form a line right there. And then here it's gonna be a massive goddamn battle. Everybody is gonna have an amazing time. It's gonna be a massive mosh pit of all different units. But here we go. I am ready. Let's send my units forward. Actually, let me deselect that and let's go. Let's do this. Alright. I think I'm gonna move up, and I think the enemy might push over here. This, I think, is gonna be a massive battle, a massive skirmish right in the middle. I hope some of my allies are pushing for the hills, and they are. I might take the sneaky approach and try and sneak through the forest, but you know what? First of all, let's just see if I can see the enemy. So I'm gonna form up my units over here, wait for my allies to kind of support me a little bit. And as you guys can see, their cav is already charging. So my units have 2 different bars. One of them is their morale, essentially, so they can waver if the morale gets low enough. And the other one is the health of the unit. And I think those horsemen might actually go after my javelins, but no, they decided to actually go against my sword infantry, which should be able to tear through these guys without a problem. And as you guys can see, my ally is just going in hard, so I'm gonna push up one of my other units right there, because I think we definitely have to form up. They're gonna rout at any point, because look at that, my ally crashed his cav into that unit, and look at this. I'm gonna use my javelins, I'm gonna quickly target that location, so hopefully they'll do quite a bit of damage. And look at that, smash into their left flank, and now the ally is gonna smash into their back, and that unit should be gone. So it's kind of cool that it is kind of like a bite-sized Total War game. Quite often, for some of the big battles in Total War, there's a lot of micromanaging, but for this, it's kind of like a more laid-back approach, which I do enjoy kind of a lot, I'm not gonna lie. But okay, let me throw some spears into these guys, and I'm just gonna charge them straight away. I think my ally is doing great work over here getting rid of these guys. I think I'm gonna support these with my javelins, or actually, I'll target their archers, or try to anyway. Here we go. I'm gonna do another flanking maneuver. Gonna go around the side and try and smash into their back. I'm gonna use some of my abilities. As you guys can see, different units have different abilities. This one, for example, has jab. So we're just gonna start jabbing away at these guys. And look at that cav charge. Holy shit. Did you guys see that? So many of them are dead, but I do have to be careful for friendly fire, because that is not the best. Alright. Let me quickly move that unit forward, and I think I'm going to try and charge into the back of these guys. But before I do that, I think I'm going to throw my javelins, throw my spears into their back, and I think that might cause them to waver potentially. Let's see. How's that going to work? Ooh, that was quite a good amount of damage. Uh-oh, my javelins are in trouble, boys. My javelins are in trouble, but it's all good because they're chasing after the enemy cavalry, which means their rear is exposed to me, which is perfect, which is absolutely fantastic. Friendly cav is charging in, weakening these units, and now I'm just going to crash into their back, hopefully crash their morale, and that's going to be the end of these guys. Alright, how are we looking over here? There's a couple of small skirmishes going on in the forest. I don't think it would be a good idea to send in my javelins in there, because I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Holy smokes, look at that! And they've been crushed. They've been absolutely crushed. I think we might want to make a push for the enemy base, because I don't see a lot of other enemy units. Obviously, some of them are in the forest, but I don't think they pose too much of a problem. Look at that. Look at that. We're making the big pushes right now. As you guys can see, I'm going to use my javelins to weaken these horse units, and I'm going to charge my guys in. Oh, they got hit from two sides. That was real nasty. That was real nasty. Oh, is that friendly? Yeah, those are friendly units. That's fantastic. And look at that. We're just going to break these guys. I'm going to charge in the remainder of my units. We're going to flank around. Look at this. These guys actually remind me of the Dothraki horde. The way they just ran around the battlefield on horses. It's kind of fantastic. Not going to lie. I do enjoy this game a lot. Alright, let's move these guys a little bit closer. And I think I'm going to focus fire once again. There might be a little bit of friendly fire, but I don't think it should be too much of a problem just there, because my units are surprisingly healthy. I pretty much went towards the enemy straight on and managed to survive. Hey, I'm kind of proud of myself, okay? And you guys better be proud of me too. Obviously, in this game, it's very important to smash into the enemy flanks, try and outflank them and whatnot, because basically, that damages their morale quite significantly. So I'm gonna use my jabs again. One of my units has pushed so far forward, which is not the best, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna quickly try and flank around. Oh, these guys are taking a beating right now. I gotta retreat them, because that's my general as well. If I lose my general right now, that would be really bad, boys. Really bad. Damn it. This is not good. This is not good, everybody. I gotta push my units back, and I gotta support these guys right here. Right here. Okay, javelins, outrun them. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Here we go. Now, this is what I'm talking about. My ally is helping me here quite significantly, actually. And look at this. Look at this. Now, the javelins are gonna smash into their back. Focus fire once again. How is my general doing? Holy shit, he's not doing the best, is he now? I hope he's gonna survive this battle. If we lose our general, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed in myself. Okay, Germanicus, stay with me. Stay with me, laddie. Let's focus down some more fire on these guys. Just smash those javelins into their flank. Let's use the jabbing once again. It's kind of a good ability. As you guys can see, they all jab at the same time, which causes quite a bit of damage to the enemy unit. Just like that. Oh, the enemy general has fallen. That is pretty good. Now let's get rid of this unit by jabbing at them. And actually, let's throw some javelins. And we've got a victory, boys. Just like that, we have managed to capture the enemy base. And as you guys can see, we've got the MVPs right here. And let's see how my units actually performed, because I don't think I did too bad myself. So I've managed to eliminate 2 units. I managed to execute 2 commanders and make 3 units rout. And this is all of the post-game stats that you guys can see. And I actually came 4th in my team, which is not so bad. That is not so bad, but as you guys can see, yikes, minus 101 for doing friendly fire. Wowee. As you guys can see, I can actually upgrade my heavy infantry charge. So I'm gonna do that, because why the hell not? As you guys can see, this is the whole skill tree that you guys can see. And obviously you've got different tiers and whatnot. So I'm just gonna upgrade this a little bit. Let's have a look at some of my units. I can actually purchase a new helmet for them, which is gonna add a little bit of health to that unit. And essentially, if you buy one of these helmets, it applies to every unit that you have, okay? So I think I'm gonna do it. Why the hell not? Let's do it. Let's get some brand spanking new helmets, so these guys are gonna withstand some of the enemy fire a little bit more. Alright, now I think I'm actually gonna try out one of the different commanders. And I think we're gonna go for Greece. Because Greece, you know what? I think they might be quite good, but I have a sneaky tactic. Maybe not so sneaky. It could be a terrible tactic, but I'm gonna try and get a whole army filled with archers. And oh, I can upgrade these straight away. I forgot. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So these units are gonna get a little bit better. But as you guys can see, it's only a tier 1 unit. But maybe we can do enough damage if we're smart about the placement and we cooperate with our allies. So how about we jump straight into the next battle, playing as Greece. Alright, so this is going to be one hell of a battle. I already know it. I'm gonna try and support my allies in the middle. We have quite a heavy push through the forest on the right, but let's see how this is going to play out. So obviously with new units come new abilities, and as you guys can see, the general's ability is rapid advance. We've got some focus fire, and also we've got these infantry caltrops, is that how you say it? Which basically slows down any advances from the enemy, which is kind of a good ability for archers. I'm kind of surprised as to what my ally is doing right there. He doesn't seem to be pushing up or anything, but at least this guy is doing his job. So let's move in a little bit closer. Don't know why my ally is charging in with his archers. It seems like a rookie mistake. Or maybe, might be kind of a good tactic, thinking about it. Because he's basically gonna try and skirmish the enemy for as long as possible, dealing more damage to those guys. You know what? Let me try and focus down some of that infantry over here. We're shooting right into these guys' flanks, which is causing them to drop quite quickly. And now we're doing it into their back. That was one hell of a barrage. I like it. I like it. And now let's focus down this unit. Oh my goodness! The enemy archers just don't stand a chance. Wow. That was absolutely insane. Now I have to be careful for friendly fire once again. I'm gonna try and advance up here. I have to be careful about these guys. I'm gonna try and focus fire on them right there. Hopefully that's gonna deal a lot of damage to these guys, and of course it did. And look at that. Once again, their flank is exposed, but I think they're charging their spearmen into us, which is going to be kind of tricky. Actually, no, he's not. This is perfect. He's charging into my ally, and his back is going to be exposed to us. Look at that. Let's do a little bit more of focus fire right there, and that unit is dropping quite fast. Archer-only armies are surprisingly very useful when I think you're dealing against low-tier infantry units, especially if they expose their flanks or their backs to you, which is just fantastic. We gotta focus fire on these guys. Focus fire on them. Just like that. Oh, fantastic. Look at that! They don't stand a chance. Okay, you guys don't stand a chance against my archer army. Don't even try. Don't even try, buddy. Just break already. I think they're just gonna get completely eliminated. And they did. So it looks like the enemy still has quite a few units remaining. Because as you guys can see, you can see the balance of power right there. So that is the enemy strength. And the blue one is obviously our strength. And I did see some cav units over there in the distance. But yeah, look at that. They're just gonna be defending their fort right now. Probably not the best idea to charge with archers. Uh-oh, this is why. This is exactly why. Archers are just so weak against cav units, but hopefully I can come within range and pepper these guys down. Maybe if I focus a little bit more fire on them, they're gonna drop quite quickly. And look at that, they're going for my allies' archers. Let me focus fire over there. Hopefully that's gonna pin these guys down. Look at that, there's my volley going in. And now they're going to be taking damage. These guys are actually tier 3, so they might be a little bit more difficult to take out. I think we can do it. I think we can do it with this massive archer force. And now all of my allies are running in to capture the enemy base. Okay, let's get within range and let's pepper these guys down. Focus fire right here. These guys are not going to like this. I know it. I already know it. We have a full frontal assault right here, which looks so amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I like how I can focus all around the battlefield because I don't have like 30 units to manage all at once. It's actually pretty sweet. Pretty spectacular if you ask me. There you go. There you go. Oh, yes. These guys don't stand a chance. I'm gonna try and crash into their back. Just like that. Fantastic. Alright, let's keep on pushing. I don't think I've killed a lot of units, but I managed to bring down a lot of their health. So maybe, I am hoping by some miracle, I would have done quite a lot of damage to maybe get MVP in this game. That would have been amazing. And look, they're turning away. They're turning their back on us, which is never a good idea in this game, because flanks are incredibly important, okay? Annihilate them! Bring them down! One by one, they cannot withstand our might and power of the Greek people! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is it. This is it. This is the end, boys. This is the end right here. Look at that. Let's focus fire on these guys as well. The enemy is breaking. We're going to capture their base. Their strength is minimal right now. Less than 10. And this is pretty much battle over, everybody. Yet another victory in the game. Hey, I think I'm going to go pro. I think I'm going to actually become a Total War Arena pro. If I get an MVP right now, I'll be the happiest cookie ever. Damn it! And look at that. I actually came third, which is not so bad. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Total War Arena. Like I said, it's a free-to-play game, which you guys can check out. The link to that is in the description. Make sure to use the code PLAYTWA, Play Total War Arena, to get 7 days premium and 500 gold. But thank you to Wargaming once again for sponsoring this video. And if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye. Bye, bye, bye.